Today, I wanted to share with you 3 key things that will help you dominate the new digital LSAT. The number one biggest thing I can recommend for you is get a tablet. Get a tablet you can practice on because the digital LSAT will be on a tablet. It won't be on a computer. It won't be on paper and pencil. It's important to practice how it's going to be on game day. And you can use a Microsoft Surface Go tablet, but those are $449 at only 4 gigabytes, and that does not even include the pen. They say here, you can see, pen sold separately. So $449 on top of what you're already spending on LSAT resources, it may not be worth the investment for you, or you may not want to spend that much. So I do have an alternative for you. The Samsung Galaxy tablet is much less, $267 or so at the moment, which brings me to my number 2 big thing you can do to prep for the digital LSAT, which is use LSAC's online familiarization tool. Right now I'm on familiar.lsac.org, and here they have some tutorials, some practice questions. Hopefully they'll be coming up with much more in the near future on here to help you practice digital LSATs in the new digital LSAT tablet format. But you can, in the meantime, you can use this familiar.lsac.org practice tool to practice using the digital LSAT. You see, you can underline things, you can highlight things, you can erase your markings, you can choose things, you can cross things off, you can flag things. And so practicing this interactivity on a tablet is really important, especially as we have new digital LSAT prep tests to practice on. Doing them on the tablet is going to be key. The number 3 biggest thing I want to share with you right now is get used to no more writing on the page. Although you'll have a stylus, you'll have the ability to draw on the screen with LSAC's stylus, it's not really going to be drawing. It's more like you click on the screen and then you underline certain things. You underline maybe the stimulus, an answer choice, the question stem, whatever you want to do. Maybe you want to highlight it, that's fine. But you can't draw. As you can see, I'm trying to draw in the bottom left here, and it's doing absolutely nothing at all. That is not a feature of the digital LSAT, and so if you're used to writing on the page, you'd better change your approach, because starting with the digital LSAT in July and then September, you're not going to be able to do that. So this is the opposite. It's kind of funny. It's the opposite of what I previously would have recommended, where you want to do your work next to the question or organize it cleanly in some way. Now you're going to have to do all that on separate scrap paper, no more writing on the questions text itself. So better to get used to it sooner rather than later. Another thing you'll want to get used to, as you might notice right here, is that countdown clock in the upper right. That countdown clock, you cannot remove it once the 5-minute warning hits. And so I could certainly see that being a little bit stress-inducing. Maybe LSAC will remove that requirement that it be there. You can't click it and get rid of it once it hits 5 minutes, but that's just one thing you're going to, again, have to get used to sooner rather than later. Of course, I'll be coming out with more on the digital LSAT as it gets closer. Anyway, I hope you found this helpful. Please feel free to reach out if you have any questions at all. I'm happy to help however I can. In the meantime, I wish you all the best and take care.